So I woke up this morning, and I don't think I'd noticed this um, prior, but there's a bunch of promotions today. It's New Year's Eve day, and then of course tomorrow, and then the day after, there's some more peak promotions. Sometimes these disappear, dude. That's why I took the screenshot because I wanted to see if any of them disappeared in the future, which they have been known to do. So anyway, I kind of got ready as quick as I could, and I don't remember exactly when I got out, but at 8:17, I got the 725 for 1.3 miles. That's pretty good, but there's also the $2 base pay on there. So delivered by 8:27, got there at 8:26, and there it is, the $2 base pay and $2 peak pay, 325 tip. Still a pretty good order, no matter what there. So it's 8:26. And took a look at 9:13. I didn't get any DoorDash orders during that peak pay, but I got this Uber Eats. So I'm like, okay, let's tackle this. Let's figure out how to do this, Rob. So I took it. It was from Starbucks. So I got there, and then I got this right away, actually, before I even got there. Yeah, like 1 minute later, I got this DoorDash order. 795, 1.6 miles, 4 items, shopping. Um, Also a pretty good order. You got to remember there's $2 peak pay in there. Even then, I guess it's an okay order. But I was determined it's actually probably better than this Uber order. 1.6 miles versus 3.1 miles. But at this point, I just wanted to get the Uber order done. And also, I'd rather just go pick up a bag of food and bring it. I didn't really want to shop. The stores have been madhouses. They were all day today, too. So we took the Uber Eats one. And then I'm in Starbucks and I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, where is the fucking confirm page? And I'm pushing buttons, swiping everything, just trying everything. Finally figured out it's this fucking bottom bar. You got to swipe up and then it just, and then it let me verify the order and swipe to confirm pickup. And then actually the Uber map is not that bad. I kind of like it, actually. So, and just got me there. I didn't even pause like some people say. I mean, I'm not going to pause in my town because I hope I get orders, right before I get to a delivery. But so anyway, we got that there on time. I don't have like finishing. I don't have screenshots, so they just don't give them to you. But so it was 9:19. I don't know what time I got there, but at 9:33, I'm on my way back from there actually. So I'm pretty sure I was close to on time on that one. But 5:25, 2.6 miles McDonald's. Yeah, we'll do that. Gives me something to do. I'm driving back to McDonald's anyway. So delivered by 9:47, 9:42 get there. Wow, that's impressive. McDonald's, 325 tip. Good on them. So about an hour 43 in, not doing so good. 12:50, but we got like 8 something for the Uber thing. But still, it's just not very good. Not a good start. But I'm gonna stay out. I'm already out. I'm ready to go, so I might as well just put some hours in. So 9:42. 2 minutes later, get this $2 for 7.5 miles. I wonder what these people are thinking sometimes. I just don't get it. Like do they just maybe I don't maybe they're not insulting us. They just don't know that they don't have that they have to tip, especially when you're 7.5 miles away. Probably don't DoorDash much, but anyway, ridiculous. Of course, we didn't take that. So it's 9:44 right now. 1 minute later, I get, oh no, I was taking a screenshot because I couldn't read this Uber. It doesn't really matter the notification, but I just took a screenshot anyway, so I could check it later. And then I got an order. It's kind of cool how that popped up. I got this order, 550 for 1.6 miles, or there it is, 550, 1.6 miles, McDonald's, right around the bend there. We'll do that. Delivered by 9:56. Then I must have been, I don't know, I was checking my Uber earnings, and I've heard this happen, so they only paid me the $2, and I guess your tip doesn't arrive for maybe another hour or so. It finally did, but I just wanted to kind of get used to the interface a little bit, too, and check things out, so what do we need to be there? 9:56, we got there at 9:59. Is that a McDonald's? Yeah, whatever. 350 tip, though. Good on the customer. So this point of 2 hours in, it's only $18 on DoorDash, a little more with the 8 something for the Uber, but we're not going to count the Uber one for today. We'll figure it out down the road. So 9:59, 2 minutes later, I get this. Yeah, I just delivered that, and it's not perfect. It's actually not that great, but I took this one. Number one, it's guaranteed money. I'm pretty far away from the store itself. I thought the delivery location would be a little bit closer. It wasn't that bad, and it's on a kind of a highway. But anyway, so I went ahead and did that and found. I looked at the items to see what they were, and that was pretty easy. And I know Grocery Outlet, the store, pretty well. So delivered by 10:43. I got there at 10:42. But if you look, it was actually 15:15 instead of what? Oh no, it was 15:55. I'm sorry. So it was. There wasn't an extra tip there, but so at 33 and about 2 hours and 45 minutes in. So 10:42. 1 minute later, I'm pretty far away, as you guys just saw, and they give me this, and I just took it. It's really can't really judge the miles because I'm so far away. I have to come back into town anyway, so I'll take that guaranteed money. And I was just gonna do them both unless one of them had like a bunch of cups, because Prineville, their cup holders are horrible. I actually there's a story coming later. I kind of spilled. Good thing it was frozen. But man, it's so bad. I need a cup holder or something if I'm going to keep doing this. So, yeah, I did that. Delivered by 11. But when I got to the store, yeah, sure enough, one of the things had like 5 big drinks. Like there was no way there's no way that was going to, I don't care if I'm going just down the street. So I unassigned from one order, and the other one was just right, that top one there, just boom, super close. So, we did that, delivered by 11. Of course, I still didn't get there till 10:55, just the one order. So in that, 4:25 there. So I missed out on $2.50. Would have been the tip for the other person, but I didn't care. The only spill I've ever had in my car is from this fucking place. Ugh, bugs me. Anyway, so 37.80, almost 3 hours in. We're not looking great, but I don't know, collecting something. So it's 10:55 now. Right away, I get the 475, 1.6 miles, McDonald's. I'll do that right around the bend again. Just I delivered that too, so I'll deliver that by 11:07. Got there at 11:06. So getting a little better. 275 tip just to go around that little bend there is not bad at all. Just over 3 hours. So we're kind of doing okay at this point. It's 11:06. I'm on the phone. I can't see what time I get this one, but $6 plus for 1 mile. Dairy Queen, I'll do that. That's easy. And I think it was ready too. Delivered by 11:34. Yeah, I got there at 11:31. So starting to look okay. I think I had my dash scheduled till 12:30 on this one. I was gonna reschedule another dash, but anyway, so 3.5 hours, basically $50. So it's 11:31, 11:38. I don't know why I took this picture. Oh, because if you look on the left-hand corner up there at top, it's blue when Uber is on. And I noticed it wasn't blue. This is happening all day. Uber would just pause my deliveries throughout the day, multiple times, like pretty quickly too. Not sure why, but it was kind of a pain in the ass. So, anyway, it's 11:38. 2 minutes later, get this, 4:43. 1 mile. Had to shop, man. Yeah. And I knew it was going to be packed in there. I kind of got lucky on this one. I did this. I forget what it was exactly, but it was pretty simple. Delivered by 11:55. Got there at 11:51. Yeah, so I got in the right line, I guess, is really what happened there. So almost 4 hours. We're at 53.98. So 11:51. Took a little while. 12:07. Got this $3 for 2 miles. Grocery outlet, one item. No. That's ghetto. It's so ghetto. You really want me to go into a store for you and shop for, you're only tipping like $1? I just don't get people sometimes. Oh, all right. So we didn't do that. I'll tell you that right now. It's 12:07. Took 20 more minutes to get an order. 625, 2.3 miles, Prineville Coffee Company. This is the order. So I take this one. I'm pretty close by. I get there and it's 3 drinks. Okay, they're not like super big ones though, and a couple of them are frozen. One was actually a big one. So I barely got this to the car in the cup holder. So I used the two cup holders in my car, told two of them, and I put one, because it kind of spilled. The two small ones were kind of like frozen or slushies, whatever. And one of them just came over. It's like, oh, this is ridiculous. But anyway, I just kind of held it like a baby, basically, for 2.3 miles. But yeah, man, I don't know what to do. I need to get a cup holder if I'm going to continue to do this stuff, or unassigned from large drink orders. A lot of times people are getting breakfast with their coffee. You know what I mean? So delivered by 12:39, 12:38. That's not that bad. Um, oh, oh yeah, my dash ended right away. I couldn't get the a screenshot of the delivery, but I did deliver that. So it ended up being about 4.5 hours from $60. And to be quite honest, around here, I'm not going to call that good, but it's not bad. Sadly enough, I hate to admit it's not bad. So I restarted the dash. Right now it's 12:38. 12:41 to get this 525 for 1.5 miles. McDonald's, I'll do that. I had just delivered. I was on my way back from this delivery, or you can't really see the delivery now, but so delivered by 12:52. I'm assuming it's ready. 12:49. Yeah, it was ready. Yay, McDonald's. So 3.25 tip. Good on that guy. Not less than 10 minutes later, I get this 913 for 7.9 miles. I mean, no. I feel bad. If you live 8 miles out of a pretty small town, you're going to have trouble door dashing. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I'm sure someone probably did that. Probably saw that 913 and were like, yeah, I'll drive that 16 miles there and back for $9. But I guess you're probably only paying like a few bucks in gas, so I guess you end up making maybe $6 on that and put some of that into maintenance. I don't know. Not a good order. 12:58, and right away I get a $6 for 2.2 miles. Dairy Queen. They're on point today. Delivered by 1:15. 109. Yeah, good job, Dairy Queen. 4.25 tip. That's pretty good. So good deal there. 3 minutes later, I get this 3:59, 4.5 miles. You have to go shop for one item, then go pick up Dairy Queen, and both orders going to the same customer. That's obviously a zero tip offer. It's just so bad. God, it makes me angry when people. I'm not gonna call it stupid. It just makes me angry. So we didn't take that one. It's 112 now. 8 minutes later, I get this 917 for 3.1 miles. Raise 4 items, 5 units. So I took it, and it was packed in there. I also got lucky in this instance. I actually got lucky in Raise. It was packed all day, but at least they had a bunch of cashiers working, and I seemed to pick like the right lane. So I feel like I got a little lucky there. Delivered by 140 though on that one. 137. That's cool. $10 tip on that. Yeah, so it ended up being 13.42 for that offer, not 9.17. So that really worked out. I'm glad I took that now. I wish DoorDash would just tell me, hey, you're gonna make 13.42 instead of 9.17, but they didn't even put a plus by that. I don't know. It happened a couple times today too, actually. So 137. 2 minutes later, 975, 4.1 miles. Oh yeah, but I'm far away. I just dropped that off for Pizza Hut, which usually takes 8 to 10 minutes to be ready anyway. So that was really close once I got to the store. Best part is I walk in, there's 2 DoorDash drivers sitting there, and one with their pizza bag, and one guy's just on his phone, didn't have a bag, I guess. And I walk right in, and the guy's like, I'll be with you in a second. And they came out, and I'm like, hey, I got this so-and-so. Is she? I saw the receipt actually on the heating, the storage place, so I knew it was done. And he's like, yep, here it is right here. Just grabbed it and walked out. I love that feeling. And I didn't like the dashers that were in there either, so fuck them. All right, so 139, get there by 156. Got there at 155. It was a hand it to me with a pin required. So I knock on the door. I'm like, hey, I need a pin. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's usually the last 4 digits of your phone number. She's like, well, so she's like, well, I'll try it through blah, 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 blah. And it didn't work. And she's like, then she kind of got like pissy with me. She's like, hey, this is ordered from New York. So good luck. And I'm like, all right. I just gave her food, and I really didn't know, or you don't really need to put the pin in. You can tell DoorDash that I delivered it, but there was no pin provided. I kind of did know, but this is the first time I did that. So no foul, no harm, no foul there. So we're at 36, just over an hour and 15 minutes. So better second dash today. So 155 right now. 2 minutes later, get this 544 for 9.1 miles. Yeah, no, it looks similar on the map to something I declined earlier. But anyway, I'm not going to do that one. That's borderline losing money. You pretty much are if you're counting maintenance of your car, or it's at least a for free delivery for fucking DoorDash. 157 now. 2 minutes later, get this $4 for 2.5 miles. I did take this. I know the miles per dollar ratio, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I was far away from Dairy Queen. And right when I was about to get to Dairy Queen, it did notify me that the order was ready. So that one was pretty easy. Delivered by 2:14. Yeah, I got there at 2:09. You know, it was guaranteed money. I might as well drive across town and drive close to where I was hanging out. So $2 tip, it is what it is. Would have been a better offer if I was at Dairy Queen. So 2:09 now. 223, 423 for 1.7 miles. Ray's food. One item, but it's a duplicate. I did take this, just rolled the dice again. I was actually buying something in a nearby CVS, and I got this order while I was checking out. And so I took it. I actually just walked over to Ray's and then walked to my car after that. So, and it was 2 Hidden Valley dip packages, and they didn't have it. And I'm looking, and I went to go take a picture when it said, item unavailable, please take a picture, found, shelf empty. But I look in the back, it was up on the top, and there's like a box back there. And I look into it, it was like closed, and I'm like, oh shit, there it is. At first I was thinking, well, they don't have the item, I'm probably gonna just get half pay or something, but I had to find the item. So that worked out, I guess, too. I delivered by 2:37 on that one. 2:39. I mean, I had to kind of got a little snag there. So 2 hours, $45. So this dash is at least decent. I mean, really good for these times, it seems like. But 2:39, and then at 3:03, I just decided to call it. I figured wait around for a couple and then head home. And if I got anything before I got home, I'd turn back, but I didn't. So ended up being just $45 for the 2 hours and 24 minutes. A little less, really, if I wanted to end my dash, but I had to try a little bit. So, is that just a duplicate of that? It is. Sorry about that. Or no? Why? Yeah, so it's blue up there. So Uber's on. Oh, I must have turned Uber off. Anyway. So the first dash was just over $60, $25 base pay, and 34 tips. That's a horrible ratio. Only 9 deliveries. I shouldn't say only 9, but 9 deliveries. Anyway, not good. 4.5 hours or so. The second one was better. 45.15, 13.65 DoorDash pay, but 31 in tips. So that's great. That's where I want it to be all the time. It's just not that way anymore. Just under 2.5 hours there. Ended up being 7 hours on the day. So 6 deliveries there. So on the day, I've actually made over $15 an hour, which has not been happening here. I mean, I don't know if it's Christmas Eve affected that or not. Anyway, so $15 on the total. That doesn't count the Uber, $8 and some, but it wouldn't have affected it too much by cents, So, so $197.40 on the week. 64 dash pay and 132 tips. I like the ratio. I wish the volume. Completed deliveries 28. You used to be able to get 28 in a day if you put in a full day, or at least 25 or 20 something. I know I only worked 15 hours so far this week, but it just the volume's just not there anymore. And there are some crap orders that come through, so you got to decline quite a few. So, but that equals out to. Was better than it was yesterday. That's horrible. $12.70 an hour. $197 on the week through Wednesday. And Christmas is tomorrow. I'm definitely taking Christmas off. Um, so that's it. Yeah. And then at the time of this video taping here, the it's peak bay time, which I knew, but so I'm like, you know what, dude, I'll just log in really quick. Let's see if they give me an order right away. I'll do it, and we'll check it out. So I log in, and this is what you get. I mean, there's no orders coming from those stores. It's probably McDonald's, 7-Eleven, and Taco Bell, and 15 to 25 minutes. So one thing I don't like, or never used to like, going out during peak bay because everyone goes out. I mean, even in the heyday when things were bumping and you could make like $200 in a day, I'd almost want the peak pay to end, so everyone would either go home or just saturates the market. But so anyway, that's where we're at for the week. I mean, giving it a valiant effort. So it's Christmas Eve, man. I hope you guys are enjoying time with your family and your friends. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll most likely be back before the New Year, but Merry Christmas. Peace out.